We'll start. So this is VGS. Okay, so this is V naught plus minus. This is V naught. Right. So what is asked first? Okay. So first thing is they're asking what is AM. Okay. So AM is a midband gain, which is V naught divided by V signal. Okay, the overall gain of the amplifier. Right. So if you see V signal, this we have seen many times, right? V signal, to find V signal, you can look at the input side. Okay, the input side, you can see that Rn and R signal are form a voltage divider pair, right? So I can write V naught divided by say VGS into Rn plus R signal divided by R. Right. So V naught by VGS will give me actually gain. So AV into Rn by Rn plus RCP. Right. So AV is minus GM into RL prime. Right. See, remember this is common source amplifier. Right. So the formula for gain is minus GM into RD parallel RL parallel RL. Right. So the three resistances which are in parallel. Okay, that I'm calling it as RL prime. Right. So the gain is minus GM into RL prime into Rn divided by Rn plus RCP. Right. Substitute all the values. Therefore, AV is GM. GM is minus 4 milli into RL is 3.33 kilo ohms into RN. RN is 420 kilo ohms divided by 420 kilo ohms plus R signal. R signal is 100 kilo ohms. Right. So this will give me AV equals to minus 10.8. This. Okay. Not AV. It is AL. It is AL. Okay. So this is my midband gain. So when I draw the this, okay, it usually goes like this, right? So this value is minus 10.8 volts per volt. This is magnitude. Okay. Finding what is FH now. Finding what is FH now. So that is the second part. Finding FH. Right. So if I look at this diagram again, okay. Now in this, I can see there are two capacitances. CGS and CGD. So what I'll do is first I will make CGD 0. Okay, make CGD 0 and short V signal. Remember the formula sigma I is equal to 1 to n Ri naught into Ci. Right, where Ci is the capacitance which is shorted, while the other capacitances are open circuit. Right. So here I'm making CG as open circuit, CGD as open circuit, and I'm shorting CGs. Okay. Right. Yeah. Okay. So the first thing is, so the first thing is I make CGD as 0. Okay, and short V signal, right? And I will calculate the time constant, open time constant with respect to CGS. So I have to find tau GS, which is actually CGS into RGS. Okay. Now what is RGS? RGS is the resistance seen at the terminals of CGS. Okay. So for that, if I draw the equivalent diagram, it will actually look like this. Right. So it will look like I have shorted V signal. Okay. I will get R signal like this. Then I will get R in like this. Okay. So the resistance which is seen in this direction. Okay, that is basically RGS. So this is nothing but RGS. Okay, so from this you can straight away tell RGS is a parallel combination of R signal and RN. Okay, so that should be RN is what? 420 kilo ohms, R signal is 100 kilo. 420 kilo. So this will actually turn out as 80.8 kilo ohms. Okay, this is actually 80.8 kilo ohms. So from this value I can find tau GS. So tau GS is RGS into CGS, right? So 80.8 kilo into 1 picofarad. Okay, so this will give me 80.8 nanoseconds. 80.8 nanoseconds. So this is, yeah, we call this as 8. Okay, next. So I have just see out of the two capacitors I have I have made CGD as open circuit. I have found out tau GS. Now I have to make CGS as 0 and find out what is tau GB. Okay, so the second part now. Second part, make CGS as 0 and short VGS, V signal, and find tau GD. Okay, which is nothing but CGD into RGD. Okay, now what is RGD? RGD is the impedance seen across CGD. Okay, right. So again, if I draw the circuit diagram, the equivalent diagram, by removing all V signal, by removing V signal and CGS, I will get it like this. I will get R signal like this. Then I have Rn. This is Rn. Okay. Now what I do is I have to find what is the impedance seen across RGD across CGD, right? So I will assume a small current source here. I'll assume the current going through the Ix and the voltage across it to be Vx, like this. Okay. So I'll assume the voltage to be Vx. Then here I have my source, dependent source, Gm into Vgs. Then here I have RL prime. Here I have RL prime. Okay. So here in this voltage across this is actually VGS. Okay. So this point I'll call it as A, and this I'll call it as B. Okay. Why I call it A and B is now I have to do nodal analysis. So RGD here is basically Vx by Ix. Okay. So this I have to do, right? So first I will apply nodal analysis. Node analysis at A. Okay, nodal analysis at A. So what I will get? I will get see, the voltage at node A is VGS. So I can write VGS by R signal plus VGS by Rn plus Ix. Ix is the current exiting the node A. See, all the currents are exiting the node A, right? All the currents are like this. Sorry. All the currents are exiting the node. Right. Then I can write VGS by R signal plus VGS by Rn plus Ix is equal to 0. So from this I can write Ix as VGS. So I can write VGS as minus Ix into 1 by R signal plus 1 by R. Okay. So this is basically VGS is equal to minus Ix into R in parallel RC. Okay. So this I will call it as equation 1. Okay. Next, node analysis at nodal at point B. Okay, nodal analysis at point B. So here, if you look at point B, I can see the current which is entering into point B is Ix, and the current which is leaving is Gm into VGS. So I can write Ix equals to Gm VGS plus what would be the voltage at point B? Okay, voltage at point B would be the summation of VGS and Vx. Remember, VGS is plus minus, Vx is also plus minus like this, right? So both these voltages will be actually added, okay, and that will be seen at point B. So here I will write it as VGS plus Vx divided by RL. Okay, this is something you have to understand. Okay, go back to your third sum. Okay, network analysis, nodal analysis have done here. Right. So this I will call it as equation 2. Okay. Now substitute 1 in 2. Okay, substitute 1 in 2. So you'll get Ix as minus Gm Ix into R signal parallel Rn plus Vx minus Ix into R signal parallel Rn divided by RL prime. Okay, so for this, do some maths. Okay, so here you'll get Ix is equal Ix, take it to one side. Okay, so Ix you get that as RL prime plus Gm into R signal parallel Rn into RL prime plus R signal parallel Rn is equal to Vx. Okay, therefore RGD is equal to Vx by Ix equals to RL dash plus Gm into R signal parallel Rn into RL dash plus R signal parallel Rn. Okay. So if you all the values are known, right? So this is 3.3 kilo, 3.33 kilo. The GM is 4 milli into R signal parallel Rn. Actually, we got it earlier, so it was 80.8 kilos into RL prime. That is again 3.33 kilo plus 80.8. Okay, so this will actually turn out to be 1.160 mega ohms. Okay, solve this on your own and you will verify the answer. Right. So our GD, I know from this I can find tau GD. Tau GD gives me RGD into CGD. Okay, so 1.160 mega into 1 picofarad. So that is actually 1160 nanoseconds. So this is B. Okay, A we got earlier. A we got it as 80.8 nanoseconds. B we got it as 1160 nanoseconds. Right. So omega h 3 dB frequency. 3 dB frequency. Omega h equals to 1 by tau gs plus tau gd. Okay. So 1 divided by gs is 80.8 nano plus 1160 nano. So this will actually give me 806 kilo radians per second. Remember, it is omega, not frequency. It's not hertz. Right. So fh from this is actually omega h divided by 2 pi. So this will give me 128.3 kilohertz. Right. Right. So this is the second bit. The first bit was we got Rn. AM. Okay. So we got AM as how much? Minus 10.8. Okay. So we got AM as minus 10.8 volts per volt. Okay. So these are your two answers. This one. Right. So any queries till now?